There we go. Technical difficulties there. Hello. If anybody's watching now or in the future, my name's Steve Jaguar. This is BeerNative, and this is a very exciting BeerNative beer review. All right. I've got a new headphone set up, and I can actually hear my own feedback now, which is cool. Now I can make sure I adjust the mic so it's all good and it works and stuff, which I should actually check to make sure it's going fine. Yeah, seems like it's going well. All right. So I got sent a few beers by my friends at beers.uk, and they were by Wander Beyond. Here's the one I'm going to be looking at today. And he said, "Oh, you should really check these out. Check them out. Like, they're really good." And Wander Beyond is really new for a brewery. So I thought, okay, I'll take a look, right? And I casually popped the first one, and it kind of blew my mind. So I'm going in here, and at the second one, I was like, hold on. These were IPAs. They were thick. They were lush. They were fruity. They were kind of the ones like, they're too easy. But they'd done every aspect of it really well. The alcohol level was about right. I think they were in 7.8. And I noticed, right? I thought, all right, I'm not going to open the last one because it was a deviation. The other ones were IPAs. This was a stout. I thought, all right, maybe they're good at IPAs. Maybe they're not good at stouts. Let's check it out, right? So that was the one. I've got it here. I've had it out of the fridge a little bit because it was a little too cold. So I think I've done it right. It is called the Blueberry Crush. It's 10%. And that's really quite hardcore for 4 p.m. on a Friday. So we'll see how that goes down. Another Manchester brewery. Manchester is absolutely smashing it in terms of great stuff. The art rocks, if a little surreal. Plane Crash, Frog, Spaceman. I don't know. Anything goes on art these days. And you can see the ingredients, actually. I usually try and keep it a secret to myself, but I can see Chinook, which I'm a big fan in stouts, blueberries, cacao, and vanilla. So if you like your stouts and you like your impies, you're probably already looking at this thinking, this is a no-brainer. It's going to be awesome, right? Well, let's find out. Pop it with me. Oh, look, I have a viewer. That's nice. Somebody else has nothing better to do at 4 p.m. Yep. Hello, Mersey Bears. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. I just hit that. Apologies if you heard me rattle my microphone. It's a little metallic. I'm going to have to get something that is a little less noisy now that I can hear it through my own headphones. That is dark. Dark as night. Dark as my heart. Even the head is remarkably dark, isn't it? Like, I mean, I appreciate a brownish head, but that is deep. All right. So I could smell like I was pouring chocolate syrup when it was way over there. Let's give it a little. Right. So we have some opinion coming in before I even got going. Wander Shine. So I was just saying that their APIs were APIs. I've been doing tech stuff today. Their IPAs were outstanding. I've already had 2 of them, and this is like, okay, I'm hoping this is on point. So, you know what? I was expecting coffee because it looks so much like a cold coffee, and I didn't get any. Tons of cocoa though. Cocoa or cacao. Does that make me sound more posh? Sure. With vanilla, just like not overdoing the vanilla, I would say is like a perfect combination. It's almost a can do no wrong. Although I argue sometimes that you can DIY that with a really crappy stout and a drop of vanilla. Like, I should do that on a show one time. I should just take some claimed stout, look at all the adjuncts, and then just get something boring and see if I can match it, like that guy who created all those expensive tasting wines out of cheap ones and ended up going to jail. Let's try it. Oh, okay. It has a strange, totally not on the nose bitter. That's the Chinook, right? But they must have put like absolute bucket loads in. Let me try again. So it's got a fudgy dryness, which is very strange. Wow. You sip it and it's like, okay, it's chocolatey, it's fudgy, a little bit of vanilla. But then you wait, and it's like there's this glacier of slow, dry, almost like a truffle like not like mushroom truffles, but like the chocolate truffles that are dusted with chocolate. So when you put it in your mouth, your tongue kind of dries out a little bit but it's nice. So there's a bit of fluid that escapes the dryness, and then you get this kind of powdery, chocolatey taste. Yeah, it's nice. And then the Chinook bitter surrounds the outskirts of the tongue and then kind of invades in. It's a total sipper. Like this, just I'm waiting for the flavor to go away, and it's just I don't have to go back to it. It's still there. It's like a really heavy tannin red wine. Yeah, it really, seriously, it is still there. It's the exact opposite of the one I did, I think, 4 episodes ago, which was I want to say Brew One. The Brew One single hop, where I sipped it and it was like, oh, yummy, oh, it's gone. And instantly you had to go back. This one, I'm still sitting here and I still have the flavor. That's really nice. And for 10%, which I completely forgot it was 10%, that's probably good. I'm not picking up alcohol at all. Like almost nothing. It tastes like I'm drinking chocolate. A cold hot chocolate. All right. I'm going to agree with this earlier sentiment. I'm going to put it up. Yeah. It was amazing. All right. I'm just kind of processing. How do you get 10% in there and do such a good job of hiding it? Okay. I don't know. Some opinion on Brew One. Oh, that was too fast. So this is Mersbeer's. Not a fan of Brew One. Is it hype over substance? It's definitely hype. It's definitely a thing right now. But I think the Brew One single hop, I'll have to tag it down. I'm going to have to tag it in wherever that goes here. Go back and check it out because it was all head. It was all fruity sinuses, but nothing really here. They have these new water bottles you can buy where you put flavor in the top, and when you drink it, it gives you a scent to make you feel like you're drinking orange or something, but really you're just drinking water. That's how strong the nose is in your flavor perceptions. Brew One's like that. It's like it's all in the head. There's just nothing on the mouth. So on its own, I did say it was like tasty and drinkable because it was like 29 degrees that day. Any other circumstance, I would think it's a bit lifeless. So that's good. I probably am interested. I'm gonna probably, in terms of an Imperial Stout, it's not like magical and complex, but it is like one of those, I want to say Marks and Spencer truffle. I think that's where I last had those chocolates. Powdery chocolates. It's like that. So apologies. I've really got to fix that. I'm going to go with an 8. Maybe 8 feels too low. 8.5. 9 doesn't feel right. 8.5. I'm going to go with an 8.5 out of 10 on it. And then assess it. I think the art's outstanding. I think the information on the can is superb. I even think if I put my marketing head on, the way they've got subtle branding there, and then the art is just on its own, right? Like all the main art, and then huge, any idiot can read it text with all the stuff you need, which they clearly don't export very much because they need a lot more information than that if they were active in exporting it. So that's really cool, right? That is probably going to give it a pretty good score across the board. That's just over 24, maybe 25 on this one. I'm feeling pretty generous today, and the more I drink it, of course, the more generous I feel, which is good. If we want to learn a little bit more, if you're curious about Wander Beyond, we can also look at it here. And this is the Blueberry Crush. It's £6.50 if you're interested in the price. I feel I should find Marks and Spencer truffles and show you what those. So if you want to get a preview, you can go find those. Truffle chocolates. That's what I mean. So this, they're saying boozy. It's not. It is a tad fruity. You know, people like their fruity gateaus with a bit of. It doesn't taste like cherry, but it tastes a touch fruity. It's definitely decadent and luxurious roasted malt. Yeah, that's probably where I'm getting all that dryness from, the roasted malt. Blueberry. What am I talking about? I said it was fruity and it wasn't cherry. It's called Blueberry Crush. So yeah, I have to assume they jammed some blueberries in it, which they did. That's what I'm getting. So it's like instead of a cherry Black Forest Gâteau, imagine a blueberry Black Forest Gâteau. It's a little bit in there, but it's not overpowering. It's not sweet. So pretty nice. And there's Wander Beyond there. December 17th. Are they not even a year old? That seems nuts, doesn't it? That's pretty successful for being. Can I go work there? Let's go check out their jobs board. What do they need? Doesn't say. Just says they want people. Like passion for craft beer. Mersey Beers, I think you maybe found a calling or another job or a second job or a third job. Whatever it is you do, I don't know, but that seems like that would be good for you. All right, let's go back to me. Yeah, it's really quite good. I'm really impressed with Wander Beyond, and I'm going to be checking them out because their shop. I just showed you the thing I bought in the shop. There's loads of stuff in the shop. I said at the beginning, I got sent this by beers.uk ZBERZ. I should put a panel up for them because they're constantly communicating to me with good ideas, and I do credit them on my normal show. Hold on, there we go. See, supported by beers. They just like you get 10% off, but every now and then if they really want me to talk about something, Chris from Beers goes ooh this, and it's generally a pretty successful suggestion. So if you can buy a beer from there and if you use the code, if the code sucks, tell me that too. If that code in that shop doesn't do it for you, well, don't put it in the comments, but find me and ping me at hello@BeerNative.tv. I get those emails and tell me what you think because I use it. I think it's pretty good, and I like the fact that their selection changes. But if for some reason it doesn't do it for you, let me know. And if you do use the code, then I find out and they tell me, and then that helps me then make better suggestions. So that's my little plug. End of the show. I'm going to sign off now. Super happy that a few years old. All right, so I'm going to put this up. I'm getting discrepancies. The Beer Whisperer is telling me, no Wander Beyond quite a few years old. It used to be called Dan's Brewery back in the day. Right. Did they change name from Dan's Brewery to Wander Beyond in December? Or are they just people who make a website in 2016 and that says they started in December and then they just never changed the title page? Right? Could be that. Not that I've been that guy, but probably have been. All right. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to deal with the rest of this 10% beer and still function this evening and have a good time. I hope you have a good Friday. Hope you have a good weekend. My name's Steve Jaguar. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Mersey Beers, for watching once again. And Steve out.